Welcome to the Mitre 10 recap for Week 8. This is Scott Waldrom, I'm JP Tocker, and we're just going to have a little review of the weekend's games. And mate, it was a little bit of a scenario where a lot of rugby was played in the first half, but the second half was where the Bucks were.
It was. For me, this round was definitely the cream of the crop, was stepping up, and the teams at the top of the table for each of their individual competitions really stepped up this week. Couple of disappointing ones there. I thought there'd be a few different winners, but it was certainly an exciting week, and mate, those top teams they're gearing up for semi-finals time.
We'll just point out it was club rugby round this week on the Mitre 10 recap. Avalon Wolves pretty proud there, mate. Got some bit of pink in the middle through there.
Mate, just
lovely
flash.
new design.
Yeah, brand new.
Just got the standard navy over here for Mara St. Pat's, mate.
Looking good.
Mate, game 1. Let's have a look. Otago, Bay of Plenty. Mate, this feels like ages ago. It was last Wednesday, and Otago running out 45 points over Bay of Plenty.
Yeah, I mean, Otago had the big upset over Auckland the week before, and they carried on. Bay of Plenty struggling, bit of injuries. It did reasonably well, but I think we went for Otago, and they came through in the end. And again, Matt Fadders was the difference, eh?
He sure was, mate. The guy looks like he's probably in his yesteryears of playing footy. I think he'll be, 25, 26. Just showing enough pace, but probably more importantly, his timing. Yeah,
good vision, He's been around a while. He's played a few years of Super Rugby now, and he's really stepping up and leading this Otago team. And when he's playing well, the boys follow him. So, it's great for Otago to have him step up and for them to follow.
Yeah, Bay of Plenty. Clay McMillan will be very disappointed about letting in 45 points. We roll on to game 2, and this is the game of the round for me. Auckland versus Wellington, and well, hell, you're 35 minutes in, you thought Wellington had it.
Yeah, they looked pretty good. Auckland holding on, but there was a bit of a win there. So that kind of, I was sitting in the crowd getting pretty cold, guessing it was about a 15-point win, and you would have been wanting to go into that sheds. Auckland bombing 2 tries just before half time, but still going into the sheds pretty close in the scoreline. But that last 10 minutes, that was the difference. 2 tries, and this one here, the one from pretty much in front of their own goal line, Auckland going nearly 100 metres, and in the end, Jordan Trainer just too quick and paced away in the end. To be fair, Wellington probably glad Trainer didn't start the game, because he's playing really well this season.
He came on and certainly made an impact, but he carved up at 12 and just took his opportunities.
He did.
And just that finishing from Auckland, and it was a little bit of a theme in this round. Game 3, Hawke's Bay Manawatu, and 45 points to 17. What do you say about that for Manawatu?
Manawatu started off on fire, 17-0 up, but this has been the story of their season. They start off really well, and then they just fade away, and they started off 17 points, and then Hawke's Bay just came back and just rocketed past them, and Hawke's Bay showed, like I said, the cream's rising. They showed why they're the top of the championship at the moment, one of those top teams, and they really took it to Manawatu in the second half.
It's the fatigue of the team showing. It's a double up in a week, which seems to have a pretty big impact.
It does, and again, Jonah Lowe showing his skill and showing why he's such a good player and such an asset for this Hawke's Bay team.
Game 4, it was Waikato, and mate, you picked Northland to beat Waikato, but I'm seeing 50 points difference here.
Yeah,
what happened there?
Mate, Northland, they have been playing well, and I just expected to do a bit better, but Waikato just too good. They started. It was pretty close to start with the first 15, 20 minutes, and then just piled on the points. And they're looking they're the team to beat in the championship at the moment. And I think Hawke's Bay, between those two, it's going to be a pretty tough one for Hawke's Bay to get over them. And now Waikato can just look forward to one last Shield challenge, and then she's locked away for the summer.
Yeah, I can tell that Baylan Sutherland, the top knot, it's working well for him in the Waikato. Game 5, North Harbour, Counties. That was an interesting one.
It was. I thought Counties played well. Their the set moves they had around the 5 metre line-outs, worked well. They were there and thereabouts, but again, just North Harbour just showing why they're actually a true contender, and now they're sitting at 4th place after a bonus point win. So that was crucial for Harbour to get it, and Counties are doing well, and it was crucial for Counties because it's now They're 3 points ahead of Taranaki at the moment for that relegation. So, they're heading into this last week. It's big for them. So, they played well, and probably, to be fair, played a little bit better than Taranaki did this week. Yeah,
Taranaki really battling, and we're going to roll into Taranaki versus Canterbury. 41 points to 7. It's really interesting. Obviously Taranaki have got some injuries. There's no doubt in that, but you'd have to wonder how they've fallen so far off the wagon.
Yeah, it's been a tough old year for them, and I guess probably the talent factor was the card early in the game. Certainly didn't help them, but Canterbury just playing so well. The big forwards, Romano, again, outstanding.
That pass from him that's freakish.
You don't see too many type 5 doing that. Maybe Dane Coles, but just all over the park. Canterbury are just a threat. So teams who think they're going to win this championship are going to really have to be on their game, and Canterbury just shown why they're so good.
Yeah, once again, they're just quiet achievers, Canterbury, just sneaking their way up the top. Look, Southland. I just want Southland to win a game, and they did everything they had to do against Bar Plenty to win, except finish.
Yeah. They, Bar Plenty came out strong. Yep. Southland clawed their way back into the lead, and then, big Kane Laupepe, just 7 minutes to go. Yep. Bit of footwork and Dotson into the post, and she was game over for Southland. It would have been great to see Southland get a win, but so was it. Now they equal the biggest losing streak in the provincial competition, and then it doesn't get any easier with Auckland, so we could see at least one record going to Southland this year, maybe.
Game 8, Tasman, too good for Otago, 47 points to 21. Are you surprised about how well Tasman are playing?
Nah, they've played good right from the beginning, and it's players like this again. You're scoring some great tries. Will Jordan was at 3 in this game. He's been consistently good all year, and again, Tasman has shown they're one of the top of the premiership. So, I wouldn't be surprised to see a Tasman Canterbury All Crusaders final on this.
Don't say it.
I know, but they're both playing bloody well at the moment, and probably, to be fair, deserve to be up there.
Well, I'll tell you what, let's look at next week this week because it's going to be relatively tight, and there's a few key games that are going to make up the top 4. So, look, we just talked about it. Look, Southland, Auckland. Do you need to pick that?
No, to be fair, sorry Southland, but Auckland, crucial they get some points again. They'd love a home semi. Yeah. I don't know if they're quite going to get that, but Southland, unfortunately. Last dance, go out there, give it your all. Love to see a win, but just can't see it.
No, not at all. Tassie and Hawke's Bay. This is in Nelson, so it's going to be tough for Hawke's Bay.
Very tough for Hawke's Bay. Again, they're playing well. I just think Tasman are just that little bit better at the moment, and again, they'd love to stay on the top so they can get a home semi and potentially a home final if they keep winning. So you'd have to go with Tasman for this one. And
look, probably 2 weeks in a row, I'm going to say Wellington the feature game for Taranaki, because it's important Wellington get the points, and the Naki's playing for some pride. Crucial.
Auckland and North Harbour sitting on even points at 4th, so wanting to get that semi-final spot. Taranaki bottom of the table at the moment, and looking like the potential relegation, so they need to win and hope for a counties win. So, mate, big game for both. Unfortunately, the way Taranaki are playing, they're really going to have to do something this week to get it right. Otherwise, I think that's going to go Wellington's way.
Yeah, Wellington 4-pack is going pretty well too. Bay of Plenty versus Northland. This is at Tauranga Domain. Bay of Plenty?
I'm actually going to go with Northland. Okay. I'm going to think they're just going to rally and get themselves back on track. Yeah. Bay of Plenty just scraped in a one against Southland, so they won, but it was, to be fair, bottom of the table team. So I'm going to go for Northland.
Okay. Waikato and Otago.
Yep.
FMG Stadium.
Hey, Otago playing well. Like I said, they had 1 out of 2 last week. Beat Auckland the week before. Unfortunately, Waikato too good. Short on the challenge at home. Yeah. Mate, I'd say that thing's going to spend the summer in the Waikato.
Counties and Canterbury. Mate, look, counties have been had moments this season, but as you say, probably the most clinical side in the competition, Canterbury.
Yeah, absolutely. Counties really need a win to lock away that relegation and avoid that. So it'll be crucial for them. Canterbury just going to be too good. I think they're just too good, and it's coming down to business end of the competition, and this is when Canterbury step it up. So unfortunately, yeah, Cannies, I can't see them winning, and that Taranaki-Wellington game is really going to be the decider for them.
Battle of the Bridge, mate. Can you remember Richard Turner and Walter Little and the Bodikers? Like, they were big games.
They were big games, and then more recent time it was Auckland were always dominating, but Harbour, playing well. I think they could potentially, win this one. Auckland really need to play a lot better than they did last week. They were scrappy, throwing the ball around, some loose ball, but set piece, I think scrum time is the key. Auckland had a good scrum against Wellington, and it let Ioane run off the back and really cause some trouble there. If Harbour can put Auckland under the pump at scrum time and stop that, then it's Harbour's for the taking.
Last game of the round will be Manawatu and Southland. So Southland get 2 cracks at the whip to try and get a W on the board.
Yeah.
And look, no offence to Manawatu, but if you're going to back yourself, both sides will probably be finishing the season, so to speak. So anything could happen?
Yep, definitely. Last game I'd say for both of these teams. So Manawatu play well in patches, but they're going to need to play 80 minutes to finish this off. And then Southland just dying for that win. So look,
You're in Southland colours, they're pretty close to it.
A bit of maroon there. I mean, I know a lot of the Manawatu guys, and there's some really good buggers there, and they deserve a win to finish as well. So she's tough. Maybe a draw. Maybe a draw.
Maybe fly back here on the priority flight. Thank you very much for tuning into the Mitre 10 recap for round 8, heading into round 9. Thank you very much, Scott Waldrom. Look lovely in your Avalon maroon.
Cheers, mate. Go the Wolves.
Go the Wolves, and don't forget we're in St. Pat's as well. Thank you very much.